across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On play action, it's Carr. And his first pass is incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think the teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. And remember, they've had their open week already, so this could be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey, I'll take care of you during the week. You just leave it all out there on game day, and I'll make sure you're ready for the next one.
On 2nd and 10, Carr got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And some room to roam now. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
And a short gain here down to the 22. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari getting in there to bring him down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Touchdown! Darren Waller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that, and no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you should get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing Jones. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Second and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now a play fake. Carr. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense humming here in the early going.
On first down, Jacobs. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He's got exactly what you're looking for. The ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Second and 12.
To throw, it's Carr.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. Touchdown, Raiders. That's Carr. Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Raiders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
2nd and 7. Catch made by Slayton. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try and make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Back to throw. Jones. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second down at the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He's got the first down. He's got a big game going right now. Already over 100 yards receiving in this first half alone. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First down, Raiders.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. Finding room to the 20. Powers past him at the 5. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we're usually talking about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down Giants, Jones to Ingram.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw again. They'll roll him out right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. A nice job of bringing that in, but why was he so close to the sideline there? They had all kinds of room in the flat.
A little bit of a lack of coordination between him and the quarterback, because both of them should have seen that room that was available, that space. Stop your route a little bit.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Space to run past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Raiders' 18-yard line.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Jones on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Carr now to throw. And he'll find Moreau here. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A 5-yard pass on first down and another 5-yard connection there. Now Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. He's got a man, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. For Henry Ruggs, he was the fastest runner at the 2020 Combine. Ran the 40 in 4.27. That is fast, folks, and that speed in evidence there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Jones looking for Shepard deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Blake Martinez, the Giants' leading tackler last year, in to make the stop there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
And he will find his man Ruggs.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
734.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Jones now. A final shot before break. Looking here for Smith downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Looking to throw. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Back to throw. Jones. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception.
Jonathan Abram picks it. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
On play action, now Carr. And his throw here is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr, catch made, it's Moreau. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the silver and black continue to roll. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Jones keeps it himself, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough, and he's a few inches short for 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. Well, the fake punt gets only a yard, but that's enough to pick up the first. Now, this worked, so I guess I shouldn't be nitpicking too much, but they only had a couple of inches to go. Why fake punt?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. If you're going to go ahead and try and pick it up in that short of a distance, I wouldn't even gone to fake punt formation. This is like using up a big play for no reason at all. Leave your offense on the field and pick it up. But again, what were we doing? We're nitpicking, right? Because they did get it.
It worked. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3. They'll go to Barkley again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Throwing, Jones. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Smith. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, with his size, you've really got to wrap up because arm tackles, they're not going to cut it. And that time, he used his full-grown man strength to fight off his defender and pick up the first down.
On first down, Barkley. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jones throwing on first down. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They'd go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Barkley. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Barkley again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Here's Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different?
True.
You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them.
There he goes, left side. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and this is no ordinary run after the catch. This is supersized right here. He's able to look it in, turn upfield, and then it's as simple as looking for the area where the defenders aren't. And then he outruns them all the way to the end zone.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9. Barkley, toss play left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Back to throw. Jones. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll run on first down. Barkley. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 22-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Don't get nervous. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Bulldozes past him. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.